নমস্কার। আরেকটা নতুন এপিসোড যেটা আপনারা দেখতে পাবেন হেডলাইন্স ত্রিপুরা চ্যানেলে, উত্তর পূর্বাঞ্চল ভারতে এবং সেই সঙ্গে ক্যালকালিং টিভির মাধ্যমে সারা পৃথিবীতেই। তো আজকে আমাদের সঙ্গে আলোচনায় যিনি যোগ দিয়েছেন দীপেন লোধা একজন পেশায় আইনজীবী, অ্যাডভোকেট, ক্যালকাটা হাইকোর্ট, কিন্তু যেটা স্পেশালাইজেশন সেটা রিয়েল এস্টেটে, অর্থাৎ জমি জমা স্থাবর সম্পত্তি যেগুলো হয় সেই সংক্রান্ত যে মামলা বা মোকদ্দমা বা আইনি সমাধান, তার পথ খোঁজা হচ্ছে ওনার মূলত কাজ। তো আমরা যেটা জানতে চাইব প্রথমেই, যেটা দেখা যায় অনেক সাধারণ মানুষ তো অত আইন সচেতন হয় না, যার জন্যে জমি জমা সংক্রান্ত ব্যাপারে সে কেনা হোক বেচা হোক কোনো না কোনোভাবে একটা আইনি সমস্যায় জড়িয়ে যায়। তো আপনি যেহেতু এইটাতেই স্পেশালাইজেশন করেন, মূলত কি কমন প্রবলেমগুলো কী, যেটা নিয়ে সাধারণ মানুষরা ভোগান্তির শিকার হয় এবং আপনাদের মতো আইনজীবীদের কাছে আসে?
The common
You can go ahead in English, no problem.
the common problem is that they don't search it properly. At times it happens that the loan is going on of the previous buyer, but then too the person is asking for selling it, and they don't disclose it. After the end of the sale or something, the thing happens. Okay.
So before buying, searching is very important.
Yeah, searching is very important. Whether it is 1-year-old property or a 5-year-old property or 30-year-old property, searching is very important. In fact, against that property, if any loan is also taken, then also that also needs to be checked.
So can a common man, pursue all, is he able, or how can a common man, a common citizen?
See, the government has a lot of platforms to check all these stuff, but then too the common people doesn't know about it. Like Bangla Bhumi, very few people know about it. And there is Kasai also. Like that, there are a lot of platforms where you can check the details, but the common people don't know about it.
ওদেরকে অ্যাওয়্যার করার জন্য that way there is no other,
See,
is
the
there any
government,
organization which is working on this?
there is no government organization which is working related to buyers these things, but RERA has taken up, and RERA is doing in a lot of good work in regard to this, because they have standardized a lot of things. Like now you cannot take up money in terms of market, like super built up area. They need to take up money in terms of carpet area only. They cannot take more than 10% of the payment in regard to the first installment. Okay. Apart from that, they need to pay penalty also if they are not being able to complete the project in time. So there are a lot of benefits in terms of RERA which the government has gotten. But apart from that, I haven't seen any organization working for buyers awareness in regard to property buying or selling.
এই যে রেরাটা, এটা তো ন্যাশনালি বিভিন্ন জায়গায় এসে গেছে। ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গলে ইট ওয়াজ টেকিং টাইম বিফোর পুটিং ইট ইনটু প্র্যাকটিস, বাট নাও I think it will come into force in
See,
some
it has
form.
come into force. I'll not say that it has not come into force. It has come into force now, and everybody is getting themselves registered with RERA, because earlier HERA was there, and there was a lot of differences between RERA and HERA. But then to now, the state government has come up with RERA, and now every builder, every broker, and every person who is there in the property real estate field, they need to register in their maybe their property which they are building to sell. Everything needs to comply with RERA law.
So as a lawyer, what do you think this set of law, new law, will it bring in kind of transparency in the whole ecosystem?
See, if you see RERA as a act, the major benefit of RERA is to bring transparency in dealing of buying properties. So earlier it used to happen that once you are buying a property from any builder, the builder used to delay a lot, and the buyer never used to get compensation in regard to it. Okay, but now if you see RERA, if first of all the builder cannot default in time. Okay, if he defaults, there are certain stipulations with the RERA Act they need to comply with, and there are a lot of compensation which they need to pay to the buyer if they don't give the property in time, if there is a title defect also, then also if the people they don't know about it after 3 years of buying the property also, then also the promoter needs to rectify the title and give them within 30 days. If they don't do that, then they need to compensate the buyer. So there is a lot of transparency after RERA has come in.
It is more tilted towards buyers, or
So
the
if you see
real estate
RERA,
players will also have some advantage.
RERA, everybody has advantage because transparency has increased. So now buyers also have a lot of transparency, promoters also have transparency. They need to give everything in detail. If promoter has given anything in writing, or if they have not given anything in writing and they have promised, then also the buyer can go and. So if you see it is a very transparent and it is a very balanced thing. Earlier a lot of promises were made but were not kept. But now promoters, they need to comply with everything.
Even if it's verbal.
Sorry?
It has to be in writing, or even if some verbal promises are made, it has
See,
to be.
RERA doesn't allow verbal promises. Everything needs to be written.
So that there should be a message to the buyers also that everything has to be in writing, in black and white.
Yeah, everything needs to be in writing, black and white. If they are not giving you, then you should ask them that they should give in writing to them.
So there is also a perception যে শহরে একদম নিয়মকানুনগুলো মানা হয়, but the moment you go beyond the city, in suburban areas, in
No, now everybody needs to comply with RERA, firstly. Secondly, if you see, don't buy any property which is not RERA registered. And nowadays, every property is RERA registered. If they are not RERA registered, ask for RERA registration of the property. Because, so supposedly, there is a person who is a promoter, X. And so X has a promoter, X has a registration of RERA. Okay. And he is building property A and B. A and B has simultaneously different RERA registration. So that needs to be taken care of, and that needs to be seen also while buying the property.
banks should not also issue loans to or disburse loans to non.
Bank is also doing that. Bank is now seeing RERA properties, and they are majorly but earlier properties we see they were not RERA registered. And there are many properties in Calcutta which I have seen that they have been in disputes in last 30 years, 40 years, or maybe more than that. But they were half built or they were fully built, but they went into litigation. So that has to be seen. So bank nowadays, if it is an earlier property, then also they need to finance.
আমি যখন একটা বাড়ি কিনতে যাচ্ছি, যেমন ফার্স্ট স্টেপ ইজ টু ডু দ্য সার্চিং properly and in the most effective manner. The next step would be to judge or assess the credibility of the whoever is building or constructing the property.
See, if you are buying from a promoter, then the due search is done by banks. If you take a bank loan, the due search is done by banks. If you are not taking a bank loan, then also if it is RERA registered and is complying with so many things, then the RERA registration is not, the search part is not required. But if you are buying a resale property, then a proper search is required, whether any litigation is there or not, that also has to be seen. Whether there is a loan in regard to that property, that also has to be seen. So there are a lot of things which need individually which needs to be seen.
In earlier times, one common problem used to be the same property used to change hands number of times. Matlab, if I have a property, I am selling it to you, I am selling it to XYZ also.
So
fake papers.
that is happening right now also. But since we are practicing daily and we get papers daily, so we understand that which paper is original or which paper is not. So that also needs to be seen while searching, whether the property papers are real or not. That's why I was telling that any loan has been taken against the property, that has to be seen. Because if the loan is there and they have given you another paper, that needs to be checked.
Another problem associated, or maybe some people use it as an advantage, that in real estate you can some portion of the price you can pay in white money, some portion you can pay in black money. That problem was also there for quite long.
Yeah, but now that has been solved with the new market value which is coming, the circle rate. That thing has been solved.
So by law only. So
Yeah, that is not done. And nowadays promoters they want things to happen in white money.
they also want it happening
Yeah.
transparent.
Yeah, transparent.
So going forward, once all these laws are in place, the overall real estate scenario would look up because of this transparency.
See, if you see Calcutta, the real estate scenario is growing every year. But the problem with Calcutta is, see, Delhi has been growing overall. But Calcutta, if you see, since past 10 years or 20 years, it has been growing. It has a new area which is coming up every 5 years. Okay. So earlier Behala was not doing very well. Now Behala and Thakurpur and Joka is growing very well. Earlier things were majorly concentrated between Bhawanipur and Dalhousie and all these areas, New Alipur maybe. But now if you see, Rajarhat is coming up, this AM bypass is coming up. So there are a lot of new areas which are coming up and it is growing very fast.
And going forward also, you expect newer and newer areas would come up and emerge as the new property hub?
I don't think so that will happen now, because I think Calcutta has expanded till the extent it had to be. Because if you see the new infra which the government was also bringing in regard to the metro and everything, so it has brought in Calcutta into such an extent that Calcutta from Madhyam Gram to New Garia, in terms of north and south, in terms of east and west, if you take from Rajarhat or Rajarhat New Town area to Howrah Maidan, if you take it, it has grown in a holistic way. I don't think so there will be new area which will be coming up.
And within this area, the residential has come up faster or the commercial area?
So it has been both. Earlier, the commercial properties which I have seen majorly since my childhood, it was majorly concentrated in regard to Exide, Park Street, Dalhousie, Brabant Road and all these places. But now if you see, there are new pockets which are coming up. Hazra is becoming a hub now. If you see, this Ruby area is also, Anandapur area is also becoming a hub. Rajarhat Sector 5, there is residential also, commercial also. So now I think Calcutta is growing in a holistic way where people don't need to travel a lot. It is happening majorly after COVID.
Some of these tier 2, tier 3 cities or smaller towns, they are also coming up in a big way. A lot of big projects are coming up
Yeah,
there.
see, there are a lot of investments also happening in Asansol, Durgapur, if you see West Bengal as a whole. So because a lot of call centers and all these things, they are setting up places in these cities. Because they get cheap labor in terms of Calcutta or any other metropolitan city.
And in some of the suburban areas or even within Kolkata, there is also a growing trend that all those old houses where people do not stay, they are preferring to get that rebuilt and building apartments over there. So in those cases also, you know what I mean, this old houses where maybe all the new generations have gone abroad, only the parents are living. So they are trying to unlock the value and get it rebuilt in terms of apartments.
There are two sides of a coin in regard to this. As to what I know, that many people are buying new properties also, new flats also, where they can get all amenities and they can go down in the evening and they can have a walk, or they can talk to other people who are old aged. So that is one side of the coin. The other is that there are many people who are taking bungalows in regard to Salt Lake or maybe Balaghat or anywhere else, and they are staying there also.
So that culture hasn't come up that way in Calcutta, except for a few pockets,
Yeah.
not all across,
No.
only in few pockets. And going forward, what is the new trend that you are expecting? The most noticeable trend that will come up maybe 1 or 2 years down the road in real estate?
In the next 2-3 years, as to what I feel, the government is very aggressive in regard to Rajarhat New Town area in terms of LIG, MIG. Okay, they are building a lot of cooperative societies there, so that LIG and MIG people, they can have their homes there.
So basically affordable segment.
Affordable segment is coming up in a big way, which the West Bengal government is pressurizing a lot.
But people often think that it is the expensive one, the premier housing, which gets sold faster than the affordable segment houses. If you launch
See, that is always, see, it has both the points to it. People who have money, they go for, nowadays, people nowadays, they don't want to go to places where there is only a building which is there. They want a lot of amenities into it. So that's why you see that a new properties which are coming up, which are expensive also. But then to people who have money, they are buying that. Okay. But on the other hand, if you see different areas have a new building which are standalone, but it is cheaper, and people, the salaried majorly, are buying those houses.
the earlier trend was any person who used to work throughout his life and then using that hard-earned money they used to build houses and the next generation used to enjoy that property. But now at the end of or at the entry point of one's professional career, people are buying houses because of the availability of soft loans and other stuff. So that way
There is a difference in regard to this. Earlier, if you see your father or my father, they have been working in one company throughout their life.
Right.
Okay. But can you expect those things from from our generation? They are shifting their jobs in every 6 months or maybe in a year or maybe 2 years.
like attrition rates are very
So
high.
attrition rates are there. So the satisfaction which was there, they used to do jobs for standard of living. Okay, but now we don't care of standard of living. Okay, we earn, we spend. So that difference, that shift has come.
And aspiration level has also gone up.
Aspiration level has always gone up because that's why the shift is happening throughout.
And do you think you mentioned about the COVID period which has gone, every sector was hit hard, including the real estate sector. But after that there was a kind of trend that people thought there would be a trend where even within the residential complex there will be smart offices so that people don't have to move out of their houses. But eventually when things are getting normalized, that trend seems to be withering away, no longer there or still there.
I don't know about it, but yeah, as to what I've seen, that the people, one of our friends who are making their house, they don't want offices in their home anymore.
Actually productivity is low. It's
Yeah.
low.
But then to CC work from home is there now, and a lot of companies are now promoting work from home.
Thank you very much for your insight. You have shown really most important insights into the sector. I'm sure our অনেক opportunity হবে where we will meet and we will point out the problems faced by the common man and how they can come out of it. Maybe right from the beginning or right from the word go, they should have some legal kind of advisory services at the beginning so that they don't falter or they don't have to depend.
Yeah, that has to be done, and I think government also needs to take care of the awareness program which you were talking about. Because there are a lot of awareness programs in regard to other things, but not in regard to property and real estate.
Without doing everything onto the government, do you think that maybe the legal fraternity or some social organization, they should also come forward and create some kind of awareness?
Actually, the legal fraternity has always been there, and advocates, they generally do everything till they go to all the extent to take care of their clients. Okay, so legal fraternity, they never want any of their clients to go in default, or they try to safeguard their client as much as they can.
The developers on their part also face problems. They also come to the legal fraternity.
See, if you see legal fraternity, everybody needs to come there. Okay, so we are dealing in real estate, so we deal with people from developers also, to banks also, to clients also who are buying the properties. So there are a lot of facets to it. Okay, and we need to deal with all of them.
At some point of time, you need to deal with the common man, the buyer, and at some point, you need to deal with the developer.
Yeah, and if the buyer is taking any loan from any bank, then we need to deal with the banks also.
Banks also. But the legal framework is such that mostly norms are again tilted towards the bank, but the common bank, maybe they are in a real or true hardship, but not what in banking parlance we say that willful defaulter. But for some reason, during COVID period, for instance, many people have lost their jobs. So they were in a very difficult situation. I know that time there were some relaxations given, but generally also, do you mean that some kind of soft approach towards the customers who are not willful defaulters has to be there as well?
I think the government has taken a lot of steps in regard to this. After COVID also they have given, as you have just mentioned, they have given a lot of relaxations. But if you see the whole scenario in the world economy which is going through, India is in a very better stage in regard to things in which we are.
Much better.
We are in much better stage, and in regard to that, the interest rates also which we are giving, maybe I think right now it is 8.4 in terms of home loan. Okay, so in that regard, I think we are in a better stage than the Western or the other countries.
So let me conclude on that spiritual and positive note. Hopefully next time when we meet, we also have many positive things to discuss about. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.